Yo, this your boy, the real McCoy, coming at you. Talking about my Dallas Cowboys, man. First I want to say wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully everybody had a good Thanksgiving, safe Thanksgiving, spending time with friends, family, loved ones, all that good stuff. Good turkey, good food. Be safe. Everybody's out there doing any type of Black Friday shopping, things like that. My Thanksgiving was good. I had family come over to my place. Some good eating. Everything was good until I watched the Cowboys play. And I love my Cowboys. I love my Cowboys. Don't get me wrong, but we got dominated. I mean, the Eagles dominated us on both sides of the ball, man. And I want to expect me. I would have bet my residence, my place of residence, that we would have scored at least 30 on their defense. I'd be homeless right now. You know what I'm saying? I knew they were going to put up points. But I knew for sure we were going to put up points as well. I mean, they weren't that good. They were average at stopping the run and horrible against the pass. So I was like, okay, if they're average, they're real above average at running the ball. No one has been able to, I don't say no, for the most part throughout the season, no one has dominated us to the point where they shut down the passing game and our running game and just dominated us, our defense, and just put up crazy. That hasn't happened all year. I know the Redskins had some success, but they only scored 20 points on us. 49ers week one, our losses. I mean, that was Romo threw 3 picks in the first half, things like that, and the Cardinals game, we had Brandon Wheaton in. So no team has been able to do what the Eagles did to us. And I knew for sure, man, their pass defense was ranking, if not, I believe 30th. And there are 32 teams in the league. So that's pretty bad. I said, man, yeah, we're going to take advantage of that. We're going to hit them up with that play action. Dad's going to make some plays. I believe Jason Witten had 0 catches today. Maybe one. But I don't think he was frustrated on the sideline all game. You could see him yelling at coaches, things like that. The Eagles absolutely dominated us, and I wasn't expecting. I mean, I knew their defensive line that was their strength. Fletcher Cox, Connor Barwin, Trent Cole, those guys rushing the passer and getting sacks. I think they got 4, maybe 5. I think it was at least 4 on Romo today, and that's their strength, rushing the passer. But I was like, okay, that's their strength. Our strength is our offensive line. So I figured both sides will be able to make plays. Our offensive line was just ineffective today, period. The running game couldn't get going. Romo didn't really have time. Like I was expecting him to have. Man, I felt confident coming into this game. I definitely wasn't expecting their back end, the secondary, to be able to do the things that they did. You know what I mean? Just complete they dominated us, man. This game, touchdown. I'm watching the late game now with the Seahawks and the 49ers out in San Francisco. The Seahawks up 7-0. Just got a big play going all the way down to the 1-yard line. Russell Wilson scrambling, all that good stuff. But anyway, kind of disappointed, man. Just the way you're gonna lose just the NFL divisional game. I mean, it happens. Just the way we lost was disappointing. And my concern all year was if a team is able to slow down or shut down our running game, and we get behind offensively, or both. Like today, we got down and they were shutting down the running game, and we put the game in the hands of Tony Romo. that concerned me. You know what I mean? Because throughout the year, Romo's playing solid all year. So he's playing solid football, not turning the ball over. But past history says when Romo started, when we put the game, because he didn't throw the ball a lot he didn't throw the ball a lot tonight because we really didn't get the time. The Eagles had time of possession, things like that. Defense couldn't get off the field, and we kept going 3 and out. we really couldn't sustain any type of drives or we would get one first down, then third down again, then we would punt. You know what I mean? So I think Romo only threw the ball like 29 times, but the game in the second half was in his hands. And when the game is in Romo's hands, I mean, I do know. I know my previous video I just made. I know Romo's leading the league since 2012 in comebacks. But when you're down that big and you have to throw, Romo is known to turn. He had 2 picks. He's known to turn the ball over. And you could tell on some of those deep throws he was making that he doesn't have the arm strength he once had because of those back surgeries. You can tell his arm strength is not there anymore. It's definitely not there. Um, and to shut down the running game, offensive line. I mean Fletcher Cox. Number 91 for the Eagles, the tackle, defensive tackle, had a great game, and they exposed our weakness on offensive line at left guard, O'Leary. You know what I mean? And they exposed it, man. They got us, man. They got. I mean, and their offense, I was expecting Mark Sanchez to give us at least one turnover. I knew for sure that hey, Sanchez gonna turn the ball over at least once. He played efficient football. I think the only turnover was LaShawn McCoy's fumble. But I said, man, they're playing he played efficient football, man, and he didn't have the turnover. You know, what got exposed as far as defensively is the lack of athleticism at linebacker. That really hurt us. That really hurt us on the runs, the play action, the deep crossing routes. We missed a guy like a Sean Lee and a Justin Durant. Rolando McClain is solid, but he's not athletic at all. Not at all. And that really exposes. I mean, running straight up the middle, not having the strength, athleticism to get off blocks. We really missed a Sean Lee. They expose our linebackers, and that's good coaching. As a coach, you find the team's weakness and you take advantage of it. You expose it, and that's what they did. You know what I mean? At the linebacker position, and that's why he knows most of out of the game. We had Hitchens in there and not McClain, because McClain just doesn't have the speed and athleticism to keep up with the Eagles' speed. The Eagles, as a team, they're full of speed all over the place on offense. And that they exposes it at the linebacker position. I mean, you look at the score; they put up 33 on us. So it's tough to say, man, the defense played solid. You know what I mean? Because that game could have easily started 33. They could have easily scored 53. Easily. That score could have been 53-10. No doubt. The interception and a couple of times where the defense held in the red zone. And some of it was the defense letting them get down there in the red zone. But we made them settle for field goals. The Cole Beasley fumbled before the half. They had to settle for another field goal off that. One of Romo interceptions. They had to settle for another field goal from that. And, they to be completely outmatched as far as speed and athleticism, just giving up 33, it could have been a whole lot worse. I mean, they could have put up 50 on us. Easily. It could have been easily 55-10. Easily. No doubt. So, I mean, it's hard to say that you played solid, but look at the circumstances. If you was watching that game, they played about as best as they could. And the offense wasn't helping them. It's usually the other way around. There's usually Romo scoring 30-35 points, but we're giving up 40. Yeah, I mean, we're going to have to go back to the drawing board. Now, in our defense, even though the Eagles had the same amount of time, we really didn't have the time to really prep for the Eagles' speed and the game plan. Now, we play them again in 2 weeks. We have it's Thursday, Thanksgiving. We at Chicago next Thursday. I'm pretty confident we can beat the Bears. I know it's on the road. It's a late game, December game, late in the year. They dominated us last year in Chicago, or the last couple of years up in Chicago. They've dominated us. But I'm definitely not a fan of Jay Cutler. I think we should be able to beat the Bears. Their defense is not that well. The Eagles' defense wasn't that good either. And, they got the best of us. But I think we can beat Chicago. We play them next Thursday. And then the following Sunday, week 15, we got the Eagles again in Philly. So this time we're gonna have 10 days to prep for them. And the Cowboys were the only team that's still undefeated on the road in the NFL. So it's tough after watching that game. It's tough to sit here and say that it's gonna be different. It's gonna be a little bit different, but we do play different. We play better, not different. We play better on the road, especially in Jerry's World, a new stadium we got. We play a whole lot better on the road. I say we haven't lost a road game all year. You know, and then so we got the Bears, and we would get 10 days to game plan for them, not just 4 or 3. You know, so I do think that game would be a little bit different. You know what I mean? Hopefully it turns out to be a win, but it'll at least be different. You know, that outcome would be different. But yeah, man, these last 4 games, man, it's gonna be tough, man. So we at Chicago, we at Philly, then we got Andrew Luck and the Colts at home, and we finished the season up against the Redskins. And the way the Redskins, they benched RG3, so looking like we're going to play Colt McCoy, who already lit us up earlier in the season. Well, week 8, I believe, week 7, week 8, he lit us up. You know what I mean? In Dallas. But like I say, we haven't lost a road game. We haven't lost a road game yet. I do think we can beat Chicago, regain some confidence in the running game, establish the run, make some plays downfield, and this time we can have 10 days to game plan and prep for the Eagles. And that game, we may see some 3rd and 4th string linebackers playing just to get some speed and athleticism on the field. Because the Eagles aren't a team to get in our formation, get in a pro set, and just turn around and run power plays and lead plays up to 54 lead or A gap, B gap, 55. You know what I mean? That's not what they do. They're running games off the read option. And you know, Mark Sanchez, he made some plays running the ball off the read option. So we don't need the power linebackers. We need the speedy athletic linebackers. Because the Eagles got speed all over the field, man. And they attack the weakness, man. We really missed the Sean Lee. We really missed Sean Lee at middle linebacker. You know what I mean? I'm not putting all the blame on the middle linebackers. What really killed us tonight, and it's really been hurting us all season, even in some of our wins against Eli in the first half last week. Pass rush, or the lack thereof. We don't have no pass rush, you know, and it's tough to. I mean, our secondary isn't great. It isn't horrible. I mean, they're okay. They're solid. You know what I mean? But if you're not getting to the quarterback, that's tough. You either got to get to the quarterback, or you need LOB, the Legion of Boom in Seattle. You know what I'm saying? It's if you don't have either one of those, it's tough. I mean, you let guys like Mark Sanchez and Colt McCoy light you up. We gotta get a pass rush, some kind of way. Maybe Rob Marinelli should have blitzed a little bit more. He probably didn't trust our corners to go out there 1-on-1 on Cooper and Riley Cooper and Jeremy Maclin, things like that, and Jordan Matthews. But we have to generate some type of pressure on the quarterback. We have none. We have none of that. I know we got DeMarcus Lawrence. He's a rookie. He's coming out of college. He's not strong enough. You know, we got Mincy and Selvey, you know, guys like that. They're solid NFL players. They're in the league. They're starters, but they're not gonna get you to 8, 9, 10, 12 sacks a game. You know what I mean? A season, things like that. That's Anthony Spencer. That's just not who they are, and it showed. I mean, it definitely showed, man. And Mark Sanchez, he's not the best, but at the end of the day, he's still an NFL quarterback. You know what I mean? He's still capable. So if you don't get any type of pass rush on him, that's what happens. I mean, just no kind of we either through the draft or put our corners on the island and let them play, man coverage and blitz. We have to get pressure. We may have to put a linebacker on man coverage on Darren Sproles, complete mismatch. But if you put pressure on Sanchez to make him make a quick decision, maybe Sproles might be open in the flats, but he throw it at his feet on the ground or over his head, something like that. You know what I mean? Because we play him again in 2 weeks, or yeah, 2.5 weeks. You know what I mean? We got the Bears, then we said a week, 10 days after that, or a week and a half after that, we at Philly. So we're going to have to make the adjustment. You know what I mean? We have to make the adjustment. But we're 8-4. We're 8-4. We're still in the playoff picture. Now, watching the Seahawks and the 49ers game, we need, as a fan, I just want to see a good game. A good old school football between two physical teams. You know what I mean? The Seahawks up right now 10-0 in the second quarter with about 9 minutes left. But as a Cowboys fan, I want the Seahawks to win, and they'll be 8-4, and the Cowboys are 8-4. But we beat the Seahawks head to head in week 5, I believe. We beat them head to head, so we would have the tiebreaker. We would be in the playoffs, and they would be out. You know, but if the 49ers win 8-4, they beat us head to head week 1, so they will. This just if the playoffs ended tonight after this game. You know what I mean? They would be in. The Cowboys would be out. You know, so. Looking for the Seahawks to pull out that W. Hopefully they do. Got to dominate. We got to regroup. And tonight just showed me that hopefully we make it to the playoffs and win the division or the wild card. Man, I still do think we can win because, like I say, it's tough to think that we're gonna go on the road and beat Philly after the performance that we just had tonight. It's tough to say that. But we're going to have a longer time to game plan for them next time. We're going to have 10 days of game plan for them. It's on the road, and we beat them last year in Philly. And we're the only undefeated team on the road left this season. I know it's asking and saying a lot, but we are still on the undefeated team on the road in the NFL. So the division, we still got a chance to do it. The Eagles, their next game is against Seattle. You know, it's in the Philly though. You know what I mean? So if we beat Chicago and they lose to Seattle, both teams, us and the Eagles, are 9-4, and here we go again in Philly, playing for the NFC East Division lead again. You know what I mean? So so we still have a chance at the division. You know what I mean? So you can't count that out. You still want to try and win that. But, we still got to look out for the Lions, the 49ers, and the Seahawks as far as the wild card. In Green Bay, they've got a big game against Tom Brady and the Patriots this Sunday up in Lambeau. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm actually rooting for for the Patriots to win that so the Packers can drop to 8-4. You know what I mean? Then you got the Cardinals 9-2. They're going to lose at least one more game, I guarantee you. I think maybe even 2. But they're going to lose at least one more game. And you know what I mean? So 8-4 is not killing us. Could be a whole lot better, but it's not killing us. And so yeah, that's that, man. A dominating loss. I'm not truly upset about it because, like I say, it's a short week. We just played on Sunday night. You know what I mean? 3 days to really game plan, and 4 days. The fourth day you got to play a game against a team that spreads you out. You know what I mean? I'm looking. I do think when we play them again, week 15, I don't know if it's gonna be a W at Philly. I know it sounds crazy from what they just showed us how they got dominated tonight. I do believe it's gonna be a better game. I do believe that, and we'll go from there, man. Keep our hopes up for the division. Fight for the wild card. As fans, we allow the scoreboard watch things like that. And go from there, man. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, all those good things, man. All that good stuff, man. Just keep the hopes up, and hopefully we keep it rolling. We still in there. We still hanging in. We still in there. You know what I mean? So, but like, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. And this your boy, the Real McCoy, man. I'm out. Peace.